crust for a deep dish pecan pie is as simple as 6 ingredients. All-purpose flour, cold butter, frozen actually, frozen shortening, and sugar. A pinch of salt, and then I just bring that together until it has the consistency. I'm going to pulse this about 12 times. The consistency I'm looking for is that of sand. The French call it sablé. And what it means is that the butter and the shortening has been cut perfectly into that all-purpose flour. Let's have a quick look. And sure enough, look at that consistency. Perfect sand-like consistency. To finish, I'm going to turn it on, remove the feeder tube, and slowly pour iced water in until that dough comes completely together. When it comes together, you know that it's perfect. The texture is just right. It's important to refrigerate before use. It allows the dough to rest, and it makes it so perfect because it keeps the butter and the shortening cool and allows you to work it with the rolling pin to get it the perfect thickness, and that's really all you have to do. Just tuck it up like that and set it in the refrigerator. While our dough is resting, we'll assemble the maple pecan pie. I've got a total of 6 eggs going in, 5 are already in. There's the number 6. And then it's just building this recipe. So butter in, I've got maple syrup, beautiful, fragrant, pure maple syrup, and honey. Honey's replacing the brown sugar in this case. Honey is 10 times sweeter than sugar. You need a little less of it. Corn syrup, that gorgeous golden nectar. It's unmistakable flavor in pecan pie. Then some fun ingredients. We've got bourbon. Yum. Smells so great. Nice thing about the bourbon is you get the oak from the bourbon. Vanilla and salt. It's important to add the salt. I've got some orange zest. I'm going to take off the zest from a full orange. What the orange zest does is it just brightens up and really helps to define the flavors. It gives you basically a spotlight on everything you put inside. I'll drop this down, start it off slow to begin, and I'll wind it up and get really, really smooth texture before folding in the pecans. Velvety and smooth, this is ready for the pecans. Incorporate the pecans. I don't add them during the mixing process because I don't want to break them up. I'm just going to fold that together, let that sit, and as soon as I get the dough rolled out, I'll pour this in. Beautiful. After resting, my dough is the perfect consistency. Just a little bit of flour on the countertop, and then I'm able to roll that delicate dough up onto my rolling pin, pull my pie plate back, and roll that gorgeous dough out. Look at that. Isn't that beautiful? Then I'm gently just going to fold that down into the corners. Trimming off some of the excess around the sides. As far as I'm concerned, there's no such thing as excess crust. Anything that's extra, I don't like it to be too fussy. You can use a mold if you want a really refined look, but for me, I love that just baked from home look. Press that into the bottom. I'm just going to tuck up these edges. I'm just going to go around the edge, pressing the sides, and as I do, I'm just using my index finger and middle finger and just working around that outside. You can see how that appears. Gives each piece that nice big bite of crust to balance out the richness of that beautiful filling. I'm going to use the bottom of a fork to perforate the base. And I'm going to do the sides. If you need to do a few of these in advance, say if you're doing 3 or 4 pies, go ahead and do this, but then cover it with plastic wrap and get it back in the refrigerator. Remember, we want to keep that butter nice and cold so we can handle it. Now, for the pecan. Look at this beautiful. Oh my gosh, it's so gorgeous. It smells amazing. I can smell the bourbon, I can smell the maple. Now all I do is just even out those pecans on top. Lovely. That's going directly into the oven, 350 degrees. It'll take about an hour to set, and it'll be beautiful and golden to finish.